Hello and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we got out of Comra and we beat up Erimerus. Then we got back to our ship from Janus. And it turns out a lot's happened since we were gone. We had a bunch of Drukhari, I guess, leave Comra, and now they're assaulting the whole of the Koronos Expanse in droves, probably because we shook up the entire nest. Then we had the Cult of the Final Dawn reappearing and turning people. Caligos Winterscale and what's her name? Incendia Chorda are now going to war because the Inquisitor is taking control of everything, declaring himself the warden of the Koronos Expanse because he was trying to gather everybody together to deal with the Drukhari. And Incendio was like, oh yeah, sure. Caligos said no, F off. So now they're fighting. Meanwhile, the Inquisition has a bunch of people fighting at this one place that was like a cognizance fleet stronghold. They're holding them off there, waiting for me to help. There's Veilbo 6, which had a resurrection, what's it called? Insection? A riot, where a bunch of Final Dawn people converted some of the prisoners, but we fought them back, so that's happening. Kiava Gamma needs help. Like literally everything. And then a bunch of our teammates came and gave us requests. Heinrichs wants help for the Sage of the Inquisitor because she is getting invaded by a Drukhari. What else? Idira wants us to find a planet so she can help control her powers a little bit better. And was there anybody else? I don't think anybody else popped up in there yet. And now we're here in this, and Argenta is trying to kill, it's either Yurliet or Heinrichs, or maybe both. So this is not good. Now this is a fine spectacle. The Inhuman gets what she deserves. Let us all watch and laugh. Your wonderful path has led you into a rather thorny situation, cousin. You refused to beg for mercy in Comra, and now you will have to lick the boots of the monkey. Silence, Xenos, your turn will come. Anyone else want to share thoughts? You know, Lord Captain, I'll support any order you give, but to keep the Xenos in the retinue, especially after everything. After everything that has transpired because of her, it would not be wise. Another thing I forgot, Abelard, his family is being accused by the drive stems of being traitors. We'll have to see if that's true or if that's drive stem just wanting their power back. So, yeah, a lot of stuff at Dargonis, some stuff at Footfall. It's a lot. You know, Shireen, when a pet refuses to obey their master, they are usually put in a cage at best, or turned into a lovely piece of taxidermy at worst. The heinous behavior pattern of the Xeno entity and of specimens similar to her statistically leads to unfavorable and unpredictable outcomes. Yeah, I think you forgot who's in charge of the ship. How dare you burst into my bridge and make demands of me? Deplorable indulgence of the enemies of humanity, and of your own weak will. The one who points out a mistake shall be rewarded for the truth. But if you do not wish to see the truth, remain among the blind. Are you alright? Your monkey have had it worse. I will live, and the wounds of my soul will eventually heal. They will live too, but their souls will forever bleed painful memories. They'll forgive you. Not all of them, and not right away, but they will. Stop it. You cannot believe that. I do not need words of comfort. The words of these monkey do not touch my soul. Only your thoughts matter. Yours and mine. Do you really not care about what happened, or are you going to try to conceal your true feelings again? I am sorry that my mistake led anyone along the paths of the Dark City. I can see their pain and rage. I understand. But words and pity will not help them. Only time and perhaps revenge will help, which will dull their pain for a little while. But you have taken away their chance for revenge, and all I can do now is wait. Until we meet again, may the darkness scatter into a myriad of new stars before you. Finally, holy moly, that was a lot happening. I'm thinking logic. Because I have stuff that deals with logic, so that might help. Anything for when I do abilities on people? They gain 5 to all characteristics. Maybe. Gain a bonus to strength. Pushing single shots. Oh, other than their main target. Whenever the character is attacked by an enemy, they gain momentum equal. No. Willpower. They suffer direct damage. Wait, what? When they fail a willpower against me, they suffer 7. On a success, the damage is doubled? Shouldn't be halved? Okay. Enemies hit by them with a mate. No. If an extra turn is given by the creature, or character's abilities or talents grant MP, they gain 4. If AP, they gain 1. This does more damage, yeah, we'll do that. You will have... awareness. And we'll give you... anything for damage. That could be good. Did I shot steal more damage? Sure. You will get Carews, because I've been failing a couple of those. Also, I forgot to mention, Jay has a message from Falco saying he's going to kill her crew unless she gives him the thing we gave her for trading legally. Bonus to strength equal to 20% of their maximum wounds, which is 20 or so, like 20, 21. Do I need that much strength though? Whenever they push an enemy, character gains those MP add after the attack and allow the character to continue movement. That could be good. I do that a lot, I guess. Being able to push people with my stabs. Whenever I kill the first to make a note. Nah. No. Okay, I'll do that one. Where was it? Pushes. Yeah. I get a move and also pushes deal more damage. That's just great overall. Athletics. Who's this? Pascal. Got it. Logic maybe. Tech use. And then we'll do anything for causing effects. Or causing more damage with them. Loses wounds, no. That might be the only thing that's kind of good. Darn. When allies take actions on no, give them no. Okay, where is it? When they fail, they take damage. Here you go. I think that might happen with that, but I'm not sure. With the heroic act. This is him. He has no Lord of the Imperium. We could have Xenos Lore or Demolition. Or Carouse. No, Carouse is gonna be taken over by those guys. So Demolition might happen, or yeah, Demolition. And then we'll anything melee. Gain an additional overpound. No, it doesn't matter. Deflection, maybe. That could be good too. Sure, tipping point. You want athletics, maybe? It's athletics or carouse, or awareness. But awareness has that beat, so I'll go athletics. if the character has her then dodge, character deals more damage. Whenever the character deals damage, whenever targets are pushed, that happens a lot. Yeah. Because he can kick people for free, which is sick. Dominate. Take over someone's mind. Oh no, they just move towards the Psyker. Firestorm. Don't do Warp Lure. Then anything for Psyker powers. That could be good. Yeah. We'll take that. Malign influence. Allies under the effect of at least one. No. Uses a divination power. Okay. Anytime an enemy becomes a target of a particular, they suffer penalties to that. Every 6 power enemy. Anything for maybe actually. No, I just take the critical. Everyone gets critical chance. Willpower. And flawless plan, sure. And then we'll go Biomancy. Let's go claim the bounty. She can do that with her staff, I'm pretty sure. So she can shoot fire at people for basically free. Agility, ballistic. Perception. Anytime an enemy becomes the target of a Psyker. No. Already looked at those. I might need to go Majoris. Yeah. And I could go Terminus. All enemies adjacent. They usually aren't adjacent. The Psyker's burning. Against fire damage. I'll do Terminus, sure. We'll just go for full fire damage if we can. Don't go Warp Lore? Maybe? What else would be good? Yeah, our awareness is pretty good. Take it just in case. Any powers? No. Yee. Maybe. No. The critical's hit chance and critical damage are increased by 5%. Their dodge, which is 52. So that'd be 2.5. Actually, you could do this one. Because she has like Firestorm that could do a lot of damage to multiple people, so it could actually ramp up pretty quick. Controlled shot, yes, please. Demolition or awareness. Demolition. Wait. Where was it? Yes. No. Where is it? This one. She gets a free shot on a kill, which happens a lot. All enemies hit have higher chance of hitting cover. Could be good. That could be good. Support the advance. Weapons or ballistic skill, 100%. Second attack in a turn deals more damage to enemies that have not suffered damage. Could be good. Could happen. Rapid fire no longer reduces damage. Good. Finish a job. This is a cooldown. Nah, let's do finish a job. And then I can't do ballistic skill again, so let's go agility. First time in combat, next will be reduced on all subsequent. Could be good. Press the advantage, ignores cover and damage, and dodge. Using medkits, no. Can only also makes us suffer more damage from a source. That could be good. Basically assign someone and then they just get overwhelmed. What was that gun I just got? I got a couple of good guns. Oh, she is a Drukhari gun. Can you have a Drukhari gun? I doubt it. Heavy weapons, maybe? Let's go heavy weaponry. Deal more damage and ignore deflection. Good. Let's go demolition again. Let's go this to do more damage. Everything she sees is gonna get absolutely demolished. For you, creature enters it or something. Every creature. That'd be also friends. All creatures in the area must do a resistance test or immediately move out of the zone. Cursed, all incoming warp damage is increased. All enemies suffer a -2 to all that. Extra turn once they use charge. Okay. It could be good with Abelard. Or Mazerai now, I guess. Let's do... Warp lower. Tie with Idira, depends on which psyker we would have in our party. Any powers? is this? She can give extra turns, right? Whenever the character deals damage. Let's do this one. She has more points during her first turn, which could be good for setting up abilities. Yeah, she's also a strategist. That's the only problem. More movement. Enemies moved, suffered damage. Vigor heals 10 wounds. Whenever the navigator uses a navigator power, has not been used as combat or perception. For every 5 bonus characteristic of navigators currently equipped stat. Sure. And then we'll go willpower. Under the effect of the officer's ability, gain bonus and deal more damage. Could be good. Starts a turn. No. Allies targeted with the navigator power that has not been used as combat. We'll do moving, sure. Because then we could do this one. Zone of fear. Yeah. So I could do up to 10 damage every time, maybe more. And then we'll go your fellowship. If there are more enemies than allies in front line. Okay. And then we'll do is there anything for willpower? Sure, we'll just go for healing, I guess. And then what was 85 awareness? We got people with better awareness. Go persuasion, sure. All damage, no. Do that because she can give everybody extra turns, so I'll just keep stacking. Captive audience. Next attack inflicts bleeding on all targets hit. Sure. Athletics? You have really bad athletics. I thought you had really good ones. Medicaid. Death Dealer would be pretty good, right? Because she could hop, and then if it doesn't kill both, it'll kill if she can swing again. Do this so if someone swings at her, she'll just ignore a lot of damage. Fellowship instead of intelligence. Intelligence is 35, fellowship is 40. Okay, that doesn't really help. Yeah, I want steel shell. Okay, and then the single attack. It's an opening, the damage is increased. Sure. Don't go weapon skill. That'd be 10 plus wisdom. Or weapon skill. So that'd be 15. Have everything reduced by 15 until the start of the next turn. They don't stack though. Resolve is increased. Against enemies armed with melee weapons. That'd be 10 damage. That's actually pretty good. Death Whisper, sure. And weapon skill again. And then hemorrhage effect deals more damage, sure. Critical hits, there's a 10% chance to double the damage. Okay. So that'll be 4 times damage. 10% of the time. Medicaid is looking nice. Because no one else has that. She's my only medical person. Whenever they lose wounds, nah, doesn't happen. Ignoring overpenetration might help, or deflection might help. Game bonus, that could be good. How much health do you have? 78, that's actually a very small amount though. Willpower or make it. Gains deflection with a shield, no. Okay, more damage. We're just stacking damage. She's gained like 11 damage now, just on basic attacks. Light of the Emperor, healing, deflection and armor, telepathy and vigor. Should I go for heals? Or should I go for more damage? Telepathy would be good. Telepathy is really good. You got 80. 80 is your highest stat, which is Lore of Xenos. Yeah. So I might just go athletics. Any damage the character deals is more damage. Allies? No, I would want enemies. Sure. Okay, No, that's actually bad. Ooh, no, that's, again, very rare. Could go Determinus. Let's do damage. And then we'll go Terminus if we can. We want weapon skill. Armor. Yes, let's go for more armor so when I go into the front lines I don't die immediately. Sensory deprivation. Dominate. Or they can't. Oh, they have to move. I'll do sensory deprivation. Make tough enemies weaker, maybe. And then we'll go for ballistic skill. Sanctified Psyker. Or Slayer. Should I go Terminus? I'm feeling Terminus. I'm very Terminus right now. I get every power that I want. Let's go for these effects. Aftershock. Every time they deal mental damage from any source other than Aftershock, the target suffers half that much mental damage. Enemies that have taken damage from the Psyker at least once. Ooh. Against Psyker powers have... Oh. Yeah. And then we'll go for your Lore on Xenos, I guess, again. Even though it's pretty bad. Ignored deflection. Sure. Sorry, this is taking forever. I just thought I'd do it now before I go on to anything that might have a time limit or draw me into an immediate combat where I can't do Slater. That's my thinking. Shooting. Let's do that one. Same with this. And Fellowship. And... for every hit they score, okay. Is there any, like... No. Kinda las weapons with Drukari weaponry, right? Or does that not count? Probably doesn't count. Let's go. Ballistic skill if we can. We can't. Let's go coercion reroll, I guess. Like, she's all skills. 25 on coercion. Tech use. In case Pascal's not there? Sure. But he'll probably always be there. He's my favorite character, honestly, because of his whole setup with the Executioner and his guns and stuff. And then she... Ignore 4 deflection. Yeah, with your pistols, that will be really useful. Okay. Then we'll quickly... He's not here. I forgot. Yeah. What's his name? The Adeptus Arbites is not here. Which sucks, because I want to give him that. But, was your pistol? Shuriken pistol. We have better ones. We have better ones. This one, for example, take that. Then we'll see if there's any better ones. Yeah, that's just better overall. Okay. You have a stolen autocannon for some reason. Okay. There's gotta be a better one in here. 45, I get a dodge penalty, but I get better stats overall, and I get armor against Xenos, which I'll be going against. I think that's a good trade. Okay. Argenta, I know I gotta look at because I got a ton of shoesties for her. First off, I got this backpack. I've had it for a while, but okay, range and causes bleeding. Got this. Crit is automatically hits and cannot be dodged or parried, or where's the other one? Ooh. That could be good. Increases the rate of fire by 1 each killed. Yeah. That one was good. I knew I had something for her. And then these give damage against Xenos and demons 20%. And this is if they fail a toughness resistance test, they get exhaustion, which is question mark. The next successful attack against this character will be a crit. That could be good. Isn't there another one I got? That's a dead eye. No, 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 no. 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 Ooh, wait. No. Perception doesn't matter, really. Inflict but deals damage. That suffers a arm. Yeah. Critical damage is doubled against Xenos, demons, and psychers. Yeah, because I crit a lot, don't I? I don't know if I can find it. Crit chance? Is it in here? No. I'm gonna guess though it's very high. I'm gonna say yes. And also looks perfect on her. I 0. Level 9, level 7. We can give you a better one of those. So level, nope. No. No. Tell me I can't get those others because she's on sanction? That's bullcrap. Always hits, or do I want to get something else? Doesn't have good intelligence. I'm just gonna stay with what he has. Okay. Let's see what everyone has to say.
Greetings.
Nothing?
Greetings.
Nothing? Hello there. What do you see?
I regret that I failed to see Iliad's designs through the prism of my own powers, Lord Captain. But now, I think I'm beginning to understand the Xenos' intentions a little better. Their lies, their fear, their fury. Now Iliad's colors are woven together in my eyes into a single, garish tapestry of alien emotions. And though its shining makes my eyes bleed, I see the way Iliad dissolves into the whiteness of grief every time she speaks of home. And the way crimson flashes electrify the air every time her betrayal is mentioned. Jai continues to envelop herself in the variegation of her habitual masks, changing her colors at will like so many garments. But deep within her heart trembles a timid seedling the color of smoky lilies. It is grimy, burnt, and covered in ash. But it is genuine. Who knows? Perhaps one day Jai will allow it to grow and blossom. The fire of a rising sun illuminates Ulfar's face. A blaze so incandescent, it is painful to look at. But whenever the fire subsides, even for a second, at once an undercoat of dismal grayness and repulsive green haze envelops his shoulders. No one around him notices it. But I see. The Drukhari, Maradai, Eldari hues are always too bright. They stupefy the mind. But with this Xenos, I can only see billowing darkness where his heart should be. Nay, 1,000 shades of darkness, from a slate-colored haze to the midnight black of a starless sky. I prefer not to peer into the gloom of his colors, Lord Captain, lest it swallow me whole.
That's okay.
I have enjoyed your company.
Hello there.
Broke free the bold from captors grasping. Dark cities, feeble dungeons, eternally disgracing. Flows now this saga in the hall of glorious feasting, where all extol the wolf mighty, and the yet fatter cunning. I hope you're not going to put off the feast. Our escape demands a grand celebration.
What are you planning to do with your new freedom?
Find my pack. As we speak, they are likely performing some bloody service for Calcazar. For that reason, I want to have a word with the Inquisitor.
Why do you call me 8th Vater?
This is the name given on Fenris to a pack father, a commander or captain.
Ooh.
An Edfater answers to a Jarl, the commander of a great company. Since you are the one who commands your crew, and I follow you at present, I am granting you the honored title of Edfater.
I could never presume to give orders to one of the Emperor's angels. You should be in charge.
It is true that I am capable of commanding you and your people. But as a warrior of the Allfather, it is too easy for me to forget the limits of ordinary people.
Why do you devour your enemies?
Why do you think?
I know this is why. He eats people because all Space Marines have it, but the only ones that really use it are the Space Wolves. Is this one organ that is shoved into them when they're turned into a Space Marine that allows them to learn about their enemies by consuming their flesh. It's weird. I'm not sure exactly how. If it's like almost like a what would it be called? Like a chemistry test thing. You know, like a pH test with water or something like that. But when they chew on the flesh and stuff, they gain knowledge about their enemies so they can do better plans and stuff. It's interesting. Is it a means of tricking your captors, pretending to be a monster?
Partly, Edfater. It is true that I have led the puny Xenos on a false trail to dull their vigilance. But that is not the only reason. Do you know of the implant called the Omophagia? It is one of the blessings the Allfather granted to his Astartes. Nerve nodes that connect the stomach walls and the spinal cord allow me to absorb information from the genetic code of the flesh I consume. I have slain many Xenos and feasted on their flesh. My captors have watched me do it and taken glee in it, while I have been gathering information and planning my escape.
That is kind of cool. Tell me about your brothers, the Space Wolves.
Not everyone is granted the right to ask such questions. But you, I shall allow it. What do you want to know about the Astartes from the glorious Fenris?
Who are the Space Wolves?
Vilka Fenrica. That is our name in the old tongue of our world. We are the fiercest of the All-Father's warriors. His executioners. His retribution. Our fearless Wolf King is Lehman Russ, son of the All-Father. Our world is Fenris, and our home the Fang, which rises from the world's spine into orbit. We are the thunder in the bloody storm of battle that calls to us. That is who we are.
They do. Glory to the Wolves of Fenris.
But there is more to our spirit than grim destruction alone. In the Hall of Heroes, we hold feasts the likes of which you will see nowhere else. to thundering laughter. We raise our horns, tell our sagas, and honor our glorious fallen. Though the body of an Astartes is built to be immune to the effects of drink, we invented a way around this taboo. The mead we brew can overcome even our blood. It makes us drunk, and makes our feasts jovial occasions. Mead. You can brew it nowhere else but on good old Fenris. No other world is home to such poisonous plants.
What is Fenris like?
Fenris is home. A harsh land of harsh winters and harsh people. When comes the Hellwinter, a fearsome season of frosts, the merciless world sea freezes, and great white bears, snow wyrms, and ice trolls go on the hunt. Then, the murderous frost retreats, and boats of harpooners sail out to ply their craft, capturing sea snakes and krakens. And then
so
comes
casual.
the season of fire. Volcanoes awaken, waves wash over whole islands, and only the land of Asaheim offers salvation to those whose blood and grit win them the right to live upon it. Clan fights clan, crows circle over battlefields, and wolf howls rise up to the sky. That is my beloved home. There is no place in the universe like it. Tell me, Edfater, what is the most fearsome foe on Fenris?
You mentally go through the list of deadly creatures on Fenris, but your thoughts seem to settle on one strange name, the Wrath Badger. You have read about this animal, a small and ferocious creature about which very little is known. The Wrath Badger.
No, you are... What? Why the Wrath Badger?
Little is known about it. That means hunters fear to encounter it, and it's the most dangerous.
Very good. I hope to tell you about the black curse of the Wolfen, but your answer wasn't bad either. Wrath Badger.
I still wish to hear about the curse of the Wolfen.
The curse of the Wolfen is the most fearsome and most terrible foe on Fenris. In the heart of every brother, there lives a dark beast, bloody and forever ravenous. He hungers to kill, not for glory or duty, or his battle brothers, but solely for the sake of killing. For he who falls to that dark beast, there is no joy or thrill in slaughter. There is but dull rancor.
In icons I have seen, Astartes look much less wild.
Our gene seed is unique. Lehman Russ blessed us with the Canis Helix, a genetic gift that heightens our senses, making them sharper than those of brothers from other chapters. The Canis Helix kindles a bloodthirst in our hearts and changes our appearance to resemble the lethal wolves of Fenris.
Cool. For a Space Marine chapter, you are far from orthodox.
The wolves do not take orders from outsiders. We keep the old ways, not the Codex Astartes. We fight in packs, and we are trained and healed by our wise rune and wolf priests. We do not find honor in adorning ourselves in laurels, but instead etch the full names of our fallen kin as a promise of vengeance, and draw strength from that promise.
Alright, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.